What a pleasure and honor it is to be presenting a commendation to Mario Nuñez. We're presenting this commendation to Mario and really to Sally and to their whole team for their now 11 years. We were going to do it last year, but 10 years, but now it's 11 years of producing, creating, and hosting the Tampa Native Show. And it's with great pleasure that Tampa City Council recognizes Mario Nuñez for creating and on-air hosting the Tampa Native Show for his stalwart commitment to the preservation of Tampa's rich history, from the show's early days on public access television to its Telly Award-winning productions emanating from the studios of TBAE. Mario continues to inspire viewership by Tampaños across the time zones. The show debuted on September 1st, 2010. It was the only show of its kind anywhere, and it's become an international success, viewed in over 30 countries and 42 states. Loyal fans of all ages who have roots in Tampa have been entertained and educated by his guests every week. By defining community roots and contributing to the collective historic preservation of Tampa's unique culture, Mario's program continues to lead the way. Through their archiving process, as they've done with the Burgert Brothers, Tony Pizzo, Gonsmart family, and many others, the University of South Florida Special Collections has preserved the Tampa Native Show for generations to come. It is Tampa City Council's honor to present this commendation to Mario Nuñez for his never-ending devotion to his hometown and his continuing efforts to capture Tampa's unique story, presented this day, September 2021. Thank you.
First off, let me just say what an honor it is, Council Chair Goods and distinguished council members, to be given this letter of commendation today. What started as a fond look back at a Tampa that of yesteryear has rapidly become a history preservation project. One thing we're certain is, as our elders are leaving us, they're taking these wonderful stories with them. It's become incumbent upon all of us, but I especially take it personal to preserve these stories for posterity, and so that the children, those that are born now here in our new time, and those that are finding us and coming here, remember our ancestors. I have to give a tip of the cap to everybody that's been a part of the production from its earliest days. Steve Canello, again, my wife Sally, who's been there from the very beginning, and the countless numbers of production staff that have continued to help me with the programming. My current production team at Tampa Bay Arts and Education Network, Scott and Glenda Maiden and Jessica Sturgis and the interns there, continue to prove week after week that there's no story that's not worth telling. You know, as Tampa continues to kind of find its way in this new time, identity-wise, you know, we were Cigar City for so many years. We wonder what we're going to be in the next 20, 25 years. Are we going to be Simi Valley East, or are we going to be a center for television and arts and production? We're just that's evolving now, that story, and I'm grateful to be playing a small part of that. Eternally grateful to my parents, my father Felipe, who was born in 1928 in Ybor City, still with us. He's my biggest fan and supporter. My mom, Carmen, who remains my biggest critic and helping me to keep improving and getting better. I love you guys so much. Here's to the future of our city, to telling great stories and preserving that wonderful history of our forefathers that came here and carved out a future that we could not have seen in the 1880s. I hope that the City of Tampa and those that are involved continue to fund endeavors like the Tampa Native Show. I think it's a worthwhile endeavor. Again, thank you to my dear friend John Dinkfelder. I'm very touched. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for all that you do. You know, talking about Tampa's history is so very important, not just the stellar positive parts of history, but also the acute hurtful parts of that history and how it affects us today. I applaud everything that you do for your show. I believe it was Councilman Dingfelder and Citro did a motion to get back your funding. I voted no, and I've told you I was wrong on that. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. I'm saying that because I think I was wrong. I think I was very wrong. I'm glad that the city is funding endeavors like this at the level that we are, and I think you do a great job. So thank you, sir, and God bless you.
Well, Mario, I just want to say I'm a big fan of your work, and I appreciate your friendship for many years, and I appreciate the Tampa Native Show because you touch on so many topics. It's not just, one thing or another. It could be highlight, it could be the Sinchet neon signs, it could, whatever it is, but I think somebody dressed up as Dr. Paul Bear. You did something, didn't you?
That was Steve Canella, yes.
Things from my childhood, things from my mother's childhood, whatever it is, but you keep that, those stories fresh in people's memories. You share them with the new generations because we have so many new people moving to Tampa, so they watch the show and they learn about our history, not just what's going on today, but what happened yesterday, and the importance of it. And we can't forget that, and you keep that alive. So I appreciate you and your wife and Mr. Canella and everybody else that makes and has made the Tampa Native Show so special. So congratulations, and thank you for being with us today.
Congratulations, and thank you for all you do for the community. I love to watch the show and remember things that I forgot, and you and your colleagues know so much about all the important history of our community, and a lot of times it's the little things that really have a deep emotional impact to people. So thanks for all that. Tempeño is different. It differentiates us. Our roots are Latin. We had a chance to be the hub of Latin America, and we let it go to Miami. I think we have the chance to get it back. Everywhere I go in Latin America, they say that they want an alternative to Miami, and we should be it. But for the people of South Tampa, Tempeño doesn't mean just Latinos or Latins. It could potentially mean everybody, but it's a discussion for another day. We're not voting on it. And I know also that you want to change the flag. That's a discussion for another day also. I want to in particular say thank you for your really hard efforts to save Fairyland. There are so many people, especially baby boom generation, people like Yoli Capine who, when you talk about, and Richard Gonsmart, when you talk about Fairyland, they tear up because they had so many great memories there as kids. And for anybody who doesn't know, before Lowry Park Zoo and Busch Gardens, there was Fairyland. Mario found the statues on a junk pile a few years ago and worked with Richard Gonsmart to restore them. And if you go to Ulele, you can see them there, including Humpty Dumpty on the roof in the back. It's a great part of our history, and any small thing, when you can pull something off a trash pile and make grown people cry, that means you've done something really important. And the last thing, one of the things that makes me tearful is the song. I love the song in your show. Who was the author of that?
That's the great Mike Baluja, who created the song lyrics and the song I Remember Tampa. It's a wonderful
awesome song.
Yeah, it's a wonderful.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Congratulations to you and your wife, Mr. Nuñez.
Como usted está hablando en español y tampeño, eso le voy a hablar en el idioma que nacimos nosotros dos. Cuando te vi el sábado a ti ahí en el Consejo de Tampa, donde se juega la pelota, estamos hablando de unas cosas y mira a ver si empieza algo de hot de famoso de los 89 peloteros que han jugado grandes ligas de la ciudad de Tampa. Es una cosa que es muy lindo, y si se puede ver eso en una cosa más grande, es mejor para el comercio y para la gente que viene a visitar la buena ciudad de Tampa. Muchísimas gracias por decir que no hay ninguna ciudad que se llama Tampa Bay. No hay ninguno electo de Tampa Bay, no hay Clearwater Bay, no hay St. Pete Bay, no hay Sarasota Bay, no hay Manatee Bay, y eso fue una cosa que se hizo para mí en error. Tampa Bay es una bahía de agua, donde vienen los barcos y salen los barcos y la gente se divierte pescando y nadando en la bahía y en las playas. Así que vamos a enderezar todo. Esta es la ciudad de Tampa, no la ciudad de Tampa Bay. Muchísimas gracias a usted y su señora por todo lo que han hecho por comercio y para los habitantes de Tampa. Gracias.
Muchísimas gracias a usted, caballero.
Okay, I know that was a little tongue lashing. Thank you for the work you've done. We appreciate the work you're doing. Thank you, Mr. Dean, for this accommodation to Mario.
Thank you, Council
right.
Chair. Thank you all very much. I'm very moved by this, and I promise to continue my good work. Thank you.
Thank you.